Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. Rebecca's doing the crew. Today we're going to be making another fall craft, and I thought we would make this really cute 3D sign using some items found at Walmart and a few items from the Dollar Tree. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so 3D, we're going to use the supplies listed here. So I got this little wooden sign from Walmart. It's less than $5. I also got one of these little wooden trucks from Walmart. These little wood pallets from Hobby Lobby. It comes in a 3-pack. The Jenga pieces, some wooden leaves from Hobby Lobby, a little bit of painter's tape. I'm also going to use some hot glue and some E6000 glue. You're going to need a paintbrush, some Mod Podge, some paint colors of your choice. You're also going to need some scissors and anything that you could use to make tiny pumpkins. So I had some leftover Easter eggs from Easter Crafts, and then I'm going to use these fall rub-on sayings from Target that I got last year for $3 and one of these Easter bulbs to make a pumpkin. So let's begin. So the first thing I did was cut one of those rose colored gold bulbs in half, and this is going to be my 3D pumpkin to put inside the truck. So using my sponge brush, I'm just going to paint on some white paint, and then I'm going to set that aside and let that dry for a little while I work on some of the other pieces. So then I laid out my little planks to decide where I wanted those to be, and then marked my little square here with some painter's tape where I'm going to paint a white block and put the words down that I want for my saying on this sign. So once I've got the the tape down, like the tape was a little bit too wide, so I folded it in half and put the top edge up there at the top, and then just folded the rest of it over down across the sides, so it was about a half an inch instead of a full inch wide all the way around. That way my sign would fit. So I rubbed that down to make sure that the edges are sealed, and then I'm going to take some white paint and a sponge brush and just rub the paint on there, painting away from the tape, of course, the edges. And then I brushed off a lot of the excess because I wanted to be able to see that wood grain through that paint just a little bit. So now I'm going to set that aside and let it dry, and I'm going to paint my wood planks. So I took Lagoon Blue and the Waverly chalk paint, and I'm going to just use that color for the first plank. I really like that color a lot. I thought it was pretty. Make sure you paint the sides and the edges there. Then I added a little bit of white paint to paint the second one, and then I added even more white paint to it to lighten that up to paint the third one. That way I had a nice graduation of colors, and I like that look there. I thought it looked really nice. You just want to keep playing with it and add just a little bit of white at a time until you get your graduation of colors that you like. So once I've got that done, I painted the third plank, making sure to get the sides and the edges on that one as well. So then we're going to go ahead and set these aside to dry, and while that's drying, we're going to take our 2 Jenga pieces from Dollar Tree and paint those dark brown so you won't see those through the truck. We're going to actually glue these to the back of the truck to make it 3D. So now I'm going to take my moss green Waverly paint and paint one of the leaves dark green, then adding the white just like I did for the planks a little bit at a time. I'm going to paint the leaves in a graduated color of green. So it's going to get a little bit lighter each time, as you can see here. So we've got a bunch of different shades of the green to go around that matches the planks. So using the last bit of green that I painted with, I'm going to use that to paint some little stripes on my pumpkin so it all ties together and matches, and then put a little bit of dark green at the top to make some vines. Now we're going to go ahead and put on the little saying from the little packet of sayings I got from Target. I tape it down into place, and then using a large craft stick, just rub that down. I made sure it was all the way stuck down before I lifted that little plastic film all the way off, and then once it was completely dry, I removed the painter's tape and then sealed that with the Mod Podge. So I let that dry for a little while, and then I decided to go ahead and put my wood planks on. So I'm going to use a little bit of this E6000 glue and some hot glue to glue these down. The E6000 glue is going to give it a little bit more of a permanent hold, and the hot glue will help hold it in place while it is drying. So go ahead and glue your planks down in the graduated color that you painted those. Just make sure you put them in the right order, and then I left a little bit of space between those to give it more of like a palette look to that. So then I put a little bit of glue on the back of the truck now that I've got the little Jenga pieces on the back of there to make it 3D and stand out. That way I can make it look like the pumpkins are sitting in the truck. So I take the little Christmas bulb that I painted to look like a pumpkin and added a little bit of glue, and I'm going to glue that to make it look like it's sitting in the truck, and then I'm going to go ahead and take the little leaves that I painted earlier that are dry and arrange those how I like them, and then glued those on the corners as well using the E6000 and hot glue. Then I took the little gold Easter eggs. I kind of like the white, gold, and green theme, so I just left those as is and glued those around the larger pumpkin, and then used a little bit of greenery from an old flower that I had to put little leaves at the top, and then use some popsicle sticks that I broke up to make little stems. And this is the whole sign finished. It's really cute. The pictures don't do it justice. It has a really nice 3D effect to it, and I just love how this turned out. Okay, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and check out my Dollar Tree videos that I post every Friday. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that like and share button. And here's some other videos you might also enjoy.